Hi, you cool cats. Cadrian here, the Sax Habit Coach, bringing you the best practice tips and tools to help you as a beginner saxophone player develop the practice habits to master your saxophone faster. Okay, so today I'm going to show you how to learn to read basic rhythms. Now, if you want to learn to sight read music for your saxophone, the first place you should start is by learning to read rhythms. Now, before we get into the rhythms, I'm going to show you the exercises, because there are a few things that you need to do before you ever play a piece of music that is written on sheet, and that is to analyze the music. So if we look on this score here, we will recognize that it's written here. I wrote alto saxophone. You could use your tenor as well if you have a tenor, okay? If you notice, there is a marking right here. This mark right here signifies how fast you should play the piece of music that you're playing. So this is playing at 60 beats per minute. All right. Now, this sign here, these are basic things that you need to know about music. This is a clef sign. It's called a treble clef. And this is your time signature. These numbers right here, these two numbers right here, it is called your time signature. Now, the top number in this time signature means that you need to play 4 of these notes per bar or its equivalent. So 4 of those notes are a whole note which values 4, and the bottom number tells you the kind of beat. This note right here is called a crotchet or a quarter note. Crotchet if you're in the UK, quarter note if you're in the US of A. All right, so it means that you need to have 4 of those in each bar, and the bar of music means the space that is between these lines. This is called a bar line. Okay, so this is a measure or a bar of music. So if we count all of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. There are 18 bars of music right here. Okay, so that is the first step. So we know we're going to be playing in 4/4 time. This right here is called a rest sign. And depending on which sign you see, this is a rest. It can be a whole rest, a half rest, a quarter rest, a 8 rest, and we'll go further into that later on. Okay, so that's that. Then we look at our notes. This note right here is known as a whole note. So this note is valued 4 counts. So if we were playing this note, it would be you clap once, but hold the note for 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the next note, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's that. And then if you notice on the lines where this note is placed, this is a G line. Now, I'm not going to go into the lines and spaces. I just want you to know what to look for. We're only playing the note G. So when you are playing on your saxophone, only play the note G. And all of this is a treble. This is a treble staff. It means that as saxophone players, we only play on the treble staff because our instrument cannot go below B flat. Okay, so that's that. You always want to read the music to see what notes are there, how high, and so on. So now I'm going to move to the second rhythm before we play all these rhythms. Okay, so the only thing that changes with this piece of music is that we have changed the notes. So remember, I told you that the 4 at the top represents meaning how many notes must be in the bar or its equivalent. So this is called a half note, and it means that it is half of this note. So each one values 2 counts or 2 beats. So now we're going to go to the third piece of music or the third rhythm that will be played. All right, again, nothing changes, okay, except the notes and their values. So now we have some quarter notes in our rhythm. So all these are going to get 1 beat each. This is going to be a 1. We're going to rest for 1 beat. Then we come in at our half note or minim that we spoke about earlier. Then we're going to hold this for 4. So that's the variation with this piece. Then we are going to go to the final rhythm that we will play. Okay, now in this final one, we have a mixture of all the notes. We have half notes, we have quarter notes, and we have whole notes, okay? Minims, crotchets, semi-breve, okay? If you are in the UK, semi-breve, crotchet, half minim, okay? US people, half notes, quarter notes, and whole notes. And then we also have our quarter rest or half rest, and we also have our whole rest. Yes, so those are the 4 rhythms that you want to learn to play, and it's very important that you learn to play these rhythms or simple rhythms before you learn to sight read, meaning the notes being on different spaces and lines on the staff, because it's more difficult if you don't know your rhythms. And if you want to learn how to not only play the rhythms by themselves, but learn how to sight read, I want you to join my Sax 66 community for beginners, where I'll hold your hand and take you through the process of learning how to sight read, and I'll teach you how to play all your scales, your 12 major and minor scales, and all of that good stuff. So check out the link in the description below and join my community of saxophone beginners who wants to learn to sight read, and you want to learn your scales so that you can improve your music. So let's get going as it relates to playing these rhythms.